Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. We're here in day 2 of investigations for, well, I say it's day 2 of investigations, but in reality we're currently investigating an entirely different crime because, well, previously we gave our defendant, Ron Delight, an airtight alibi and cemented a not guilty verdict for him in the theft of the urn. But unfortunately, that very same alibi we cemented for him in court put him as the prime suspect in the murder of one Kane Bullard. So that's nice. Well, here we are with Larry Butts, the security guard for the KB Security, and yeah, apparently he knows something about Kane Bullard's murder, so let's have a chat with him. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. Wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest? Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Hey, I like that. This kidna's got some claws. Okay, you really want to know? Yes, so tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Ron Delight was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Ron Delight was fired. And there was no warning at all. Just happened all of a sudden. I know this was a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. Gee, I wonder where Larry got that idea. No, that's just you. So what's it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me, I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors. All the time. Monitors? There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. What? So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Well, why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me. I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Even if it is part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is, you were here that night, right? Oh, Larry. Oh no, I knew something smelled bad. And it was the Butts after all. Well, it's like I always say, that was then and this is now, okay? Looks like I'm going to have to break his Cyclops after all. Oh, Larry. Well, let's have a quick look around. What's this note? Something is written on this poster in fine print. The guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. It's signed, Wendy Oldbag, head supervisor. Oh, no! She's one tough old bird, let me tell ya. cross her and you come face to face with a real genuine ray gun. Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Ah, yay! That's my partner's seat. Your partner? Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady. There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know. Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess. Oh, Larry. You card. Hey, Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? It looks like it's hung up on a very important lever. That's right. Do you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever? Yeah, sure. I was told to never ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, Greenhorn? So why hang your jacket on such an important lever? Because it got me curious. If the jacket weight pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill ya? Don't you want to know what'll happen? Huh? It's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick? Yeah, but for a different reason. Oh, Larry. Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they? Huh. Did you say... Hey, man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something. Oh boy. How did this guy ever get a job here anyway? Beats me, Phoenix. Those screens there show what's going on all over the building, everywhere. It's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them. I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you. Can you watch regular TV on these too? If anyone would sit there and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry. Hey Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. And how do you know that, Larry? Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, alright? God bless. Alright, I don't think there's anything else to really see here. Huh. Alright, I suppose we'll have to look around elsewhere. Let's see if Ron Delight is available to talk to. Not her. This Delight. No. Well then, I wonder if I can't break Larry's Cyclocks. Actually, let's make one quick check. Oi. Where is the main exhibition hall? Let's go here. Yeah, I was wondering about Adrian. The Treasures of Coraine exhibit is all ruined now. Hiya. I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This is our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the Sacred Urn back, maybe they can reopen it. Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Demask's Desires. That'll probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa! 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 That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich! Woohoo! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Money! Basement. Yeah, Where's Adrian at? I miss her.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright.
Miss Andrews? What's she still hanging around down here for?
So, how's it going? What about the sacred urn?
The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already.
What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes, it was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Masky Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved.
Yay!
I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along.
It looks that way right now.
It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring the mask to guard the treasure.
Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job.
Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago.
And when was it that Masky Mask's calling card arrived?
That was about 10 days ago.
So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard.
I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the sacred urn after all.
I guess so.
What? So Masky Mask murdered someone as well?
Well, that's how things look right now.
Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the same time?
Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible.
Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him.
He claims that the way he always operates. That's the way he always operates.
That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself.
Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Masky Mask pretty well.
I'm so glad that you got your sacred urn back.
Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it.
What is it?
Not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different.
Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I?
Hey. Hello. Cyclops?
What do you think this means, Nick?
It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Well, curious, what evidence do I have that could relate to that? Yeah, the urn was taken from us, for one thing, but yeah, I don't think I have added the whatchamacallit, the pink paint to the thing. Hold on, let's examine it again. Looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly, and it's shocking pink.
Let's see how the color of the paint is in any way important. Oh, Phoenix. The statue wasn't where it is now when we first came here, right?
Yeah, it was right next to the door, wasn't it?
Well, if someone moved it, it was probably Masky Mask. I think we've seen this. pathetic looking wooden box. Yeah, Maya made it. Yeah, I definitely read this before. Interesting. I don't think I'm getting any new information from this. Okay, why not? We can try presenting the Magatama and see where it gets us.
Take that!
The Sacred Urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn?
Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today, it's obviously not the same urn as before.
Oh, well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake.
A fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine?
Oh. Well, that looks a lot different. The new vase said Mia on it again, and it was covered in pink paint. Okay, if I have any evidence that would work, it would be the poster, so I guess we'll try it.
Take that!
Well, Miss Andrews?
See, look, it was a fake after all.
Huh?
I mean, your evidence is fake too, as I expected.
Oops, I guess this isn't going to help me much. Alright. I do not, sorry. Well, alright, let me take another quick look around.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right. Anything new about the door? It looks like the door to the actual storeroom. You can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. Yeah, nothing new. Okay, I guess we can go try Larry. Anything new at the Atney Detective Agency? No. Okay, I'm gonna admit, guys, it's been about a week and a half since I last played, so I'm kind of a bit lost here. Just a bit. Alright, let's try the Magatama.
Take that!
The night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delight? That was that. And this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night, too?
Never. I didn't sneak out. I tell you what. I'll even bet you $1.
$1? Wow. Now that's confidence.
What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain?
Evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is... Ew. How have I missed so much evidence? I don't have anything. Right? Yeah, no, I don't have anything. Well... Okay. Maybe I should present stuff to him? Let me ask Larry about his boss. Hey Larry, there's something I want you to look at.
Hey Nick, I told you, I'm a pro, and you don't interrupt a pro when he's working. I don't have time to sit and chat with you, alright? Oh, is that right? Oh, naturally I've got time for you though, Maya.
We're gonna have to squeeze this guy if we want to get more info out of him, huh? Well,
damn it. Okay, maybe now I can chat with Ron? Maybe?
ah. Maybe I can ask Desiree about Larry.
Oh, this is the guy who delivered Ronnie's wallet. He's got some issues, doesn't he?
Huh?
Let's just say his flirting style is pretty obvious. Pretty stale too, actually. It's pretty sad when the only thing you remember about a man are his lame pickup lines.
What's even more sad is said man probably believes in those like they were his lifelines. Do you know anything about Kane Bullard?
Oh, I know him. This is Ronnie's boss, the CEO guy.
Well, now he's an ex-boss. Someone killed him last night.
Naturally, I know that. He was a pretty sly man, let me tell ya. Oh, really? You bet he was. He made Ronnie chief of one of the security teams. But that was just so he could work him like a slave. Did Mr. Delight ever have a problem with Mr. Bullard himself?
Even if he did, you think she'd ever tell you about it?
Well, Ronnie isn't the type to complain about that kind of thing. I tried to get him to talk to me about work, but he never would.
Oh well. God damn it, I am officially stuck. Maybe the me of a week and a half ago would really know something. I would have an intuition of what to do next. But, not me. Okay, I admit it. I'm sorry. I looked it up. I had to. It was just a little nudge in the right direction, okay? Please forgive me. I really needed it. Why can't I just go anywhere from this list? Seriously. It's such a pain to move around. Alright, Larry, in fact, I did have all the tools needed to get this Cyclock broken, so let's try it.
Take that!
Alright. I need to prove that Larry was not here. In this room. Larry found at around 1 a.m. Yeah, Larry was the one who returned it, therefore he must have been the one to find it. Therefore, he could not have been in this room at the time of the murder, which was at 1 a.m.
Take that!
This wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar! You hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our company building. 1 o'clock? In the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office.
Ah! Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about.
What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this. Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Do we? Okay, we clearly do, because I read that we can in fact do this right now, so, let's see, let's see. Found on a table at the crime scene. No, that's not related. The killer snuck into the CEO's office. Oh, the key card. Right, it was used to get into the office at 1 a.m. Right.
Take that!
Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone, you know. That key card data was already made public in the trial yesterday.
What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me.
Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder.
No way!
Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift.
Oh.
Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time.
Yarr! No!
Oh, Larry.
Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man.
What happened that night anyway?
My Donna happened.
Donna?
Huh? Your Donna?
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, my Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, that guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah.
So was that why you left the security guard office?
Wah! I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? What? He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby.
Oh boy.
Nick, is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it. I swear I will.
Larry.
Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got?
Ah. Okay.
Nick.
Alright. So, Larry, tell me about your boss this time. The CEO of our company. He was a pretty good guy.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, you bet. You know how I'm not very good about working hard, right? Yeah, I kinda noticed. Well, guess what the boss said to me about that? I don't expect much work from you, Larry. In return, just don't expect much pay.
I see.
I guess he had to follow some kind of dumb law about having security here in the building. So in order to pay the lowest wage possible, he went to the bottom of the barrel.
To be honest, I really looked up to the boss. If I ever grow up to be a CEO, I want to be just like him.
And don't worry, Nick. I promise I'll hire you for security. Right. Tell me about your former co-worker. Oh. But the thing is, I just don't have any interest in men. This guy really needs to get his mind out of the gutter. What do you think about Godot? No. Come on, what do you mean no interest in Godot? Everyone wants to get with Godot. He's hot. Evidence, right. So, do you know about Kane's List? I think you know how much I want to help you guys, but I really don't know what to say about that.
What is it, Nick?
It's just that he seems so, I don't know, pleasant. Okay, how about the office buzzer?
The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Huh?
Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue, like the professional guard I am. Wow, that was pretty good.
Thanks, I try. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now?
Yes, please. Please, tell us.
Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. Oh, okay.
I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet.
Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night?
There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either.
Do you think you could take just one more look at it for me? Pretty please?
Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya.
What do you think, Nick?
He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could... Wah!
What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake! God damn it, Larry.
Huh? But how?
It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records?
That night, it went off just once. In the morning, at around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened.
Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be. 1:02 a.m. God damn it, Larry. Are you serious? Larry!
You guys have really made me reflect on the way I've been living.
But the only problem is with all this reflecting, there's a time for love. Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know?
Well, what What are you going on about, Larry?
Plus, do you honestly have any new info on the buzzer record? Huh? The record? No, nothing at all. The sky reflects about as much as a piece of black carpeting. Larry. Alright. Well, maybe we should show this to Gumshoe. Yeah, he's the one who told us all about the buzzer in the first place.
Detective Gumshoe? About this right here.
Sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. Wait, that's not Gumshoe's voice. Sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. I got 2 ears and 2 eyes, but I only got 1 brain. You can see your eyes and the ears, but the jury is still out on the brain thing.
Hey, Nick, if you have something to say, just come out and say it.
Oh. Talk about the buzzer this time? No, it's the same thing.
Maybe now we can talk to Ron? Maybe?
No. Now what? Damn it! Seriously? What now? Okay, let's try go talking to Larry again. Maybe. I don't know. This is such a pain. Just let me move to where I want to go. Okay, nothing new about that. Do you know anything about Kane's death? No. How about the blackmail letter?
So what about this? Huh? Ma, you shouldn't have. A love letter for me? No, sorry. This is a blackmail letter. What?
Oh, wait. We've seen this before. He thought she was blackmailing him. Well, great, I don't know what to do again. Great. Ugh. Okay, you can't fault me. I went and looked up what I need to do, and it's kind of weird. Now, apparently, I need to tell Gumshoe about... I mean, I just need to ask Gumshoe about the profile of Kane Bullard.
Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard.
That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal.
Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me.
Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, but I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick. Now's a chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask.
Alright. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard?
He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it, anyway?
Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets during this kind of work. Oh, and? And I don't know how to put this, but The guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really? Me too, I just love money. I can't ever get enough.
Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, it looks kind of like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier.
Let me go already. Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mask Demask.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Okay. Okay, we might... Well, the blackmail letter. So maybe Kane Bullard mistakenly believed that Ron Delight was Mask Demask and tried to blackmail him into giving out money. And poor Ron believed he really was Mask Demask and so had every right to go through with the blackmail. But still, that red diamond, what is that? Okay, let's try presenting it to Gumshoe. Maybe he has something to say about it. About this blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking about a lot about it too, pal. Who would Kane Bullard have been blackmailing Ron Delight anyway? Well, Mr. Delight used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit?
Nick, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed.
Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now.
Oh, alright.
Maybe now we can talk to Ron. Please, for the love of God, let me talk to Ron. Just let me get there. Oh my God, yes! Finally!
Oh, Mr. Wright. Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation?
Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you?
Oh, well, you see...
On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it.
Okay.
Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Mask Demask?
Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response.
Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating.
But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we?
I don't want to do the laugh again.
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn.
Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time.
So then the person dressed up as Mask Demask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atme. Oh,
it's gotta be Detective Atme.
So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor. You went to KB Security, right?
Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next?
Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used a key card to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went to the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone. Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! That looks shockingly like Luke Atney's silhouette.
Was it Kane Bullard that hit you?
I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. Whoa. Huh. Kinda looks like he was more strangled, but we know that's not true. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. Who would think to do that? What? I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it.
Okay, and what did you do after that?
Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them.
Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me.
Please don't say that. Yeah, those are not the actions of an innocent man.
Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security?
How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please.
Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet.
No, thank goodness. No, But I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually.
Why have you been hiding it from her anyway?
Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over.
Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place?
Because Desi spends money like it's water.
There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money.
Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought, anyway. So he became mask-demask for Desiree, huh? Well, about this blackmail letter.
So was this blackmail letter written by KB Security CEO, Kane Bullard?
I think so. Probably. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a key card. And the blackmail letter said to meet at KB Security.
Guess no one other than Mr. Bullard could have written the letter then.
How about the buzzer record?
The buzzer went off just once around the time that Mr. Bullard was killed.
Oh, that's scary. Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight? Sorry, I'm afraid I don't. Why am I not surprised by how clueless he is anymore? This list, we found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this is a list of all the things Mask-demask stole. And that's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000.
Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items?
The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that. I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard. Interesting. That's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it. It makes a terrible racket.
Sorry. I just love making a lot of noise. Does this buzzer have something to do with this case?
Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. After all, there were no prints on it or anything else for that matter. Nothing about this.
Hey, this is an article about my debut heist.
Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail.
But Mask-de Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared.
That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration.
I hid my Mask-de Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket.
Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh?
Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight?
That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pearls could see through that in a heartbeat. Oh! Well then. Sorry. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. You truly deserve the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atme found the Mask-de Mask disguise? Huh, that's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume.
That must have been really time-consuming, huh?
Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters.
Blackmail letters?
You got them starting when? Tell me more, now!
Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up.
Ooh. Yeah! Ooh, I'm feeling this song. This one's a banger. They're all bangers, but this one bangs the most.
This blackmail letter. Is this the first one you got?
No, of course not. This is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes. Just a few days after the Tear of Emanon heist. That first letter, it said, "I know you did it."
So someone found out about your true identity? Just like that? It's not easy being a master thief, you know.
I've got proof that it was you, so give up. It went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail.
Plans? What are these plans you're talking about?
They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods.
So you mean that the one who planned the heists wasn't you?
No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person
incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him.
So Ron Delight was Mask Demask after all. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail.
All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. And I just waited for the cash to come in the mail.
Did you try not to look so gleeful about it?
So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, truth is I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal.
Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth?
Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay?
Well then. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Yes, but please don't hurt me.
Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him?
Yes, of course. I would never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight.
Guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word.
Oh, this must be Pearls. Mystic Maya. Hey, Pearly. I'm back.
Hey, Pearls. So, what have you been up to this whole time?
The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Crane Village to have it examined. And what did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Phew, that's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches? They said that it's paint, that they're put on the urn recently.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we've got to find out how they got there.
Okay. We'll go find out how they got there.
Please don't forget about me.
Right. Well, I think we might have enough to go talk to Adrian then. Right on, let's go. Let me just go.
Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see.
Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here.
Nick, let's look around one more time.
Hell yeah! This box, there's something about it that's bothering me.
That's the box that the sacred urn was in. It looks like there's some pink paint on it too. And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn.
Okay, I know how the paint got on it now.
Alright, let's investigate again, Nick.
Right. And this paint. Looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark.
Yeah.
Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it.
Ah, that's the box the sacred urn was in.
If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Well, you're right. Look, it matches. What is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Right. Adrian. Do you have anything to say?
What a magnificent box.
You're not going to throw us off the trail with flattery. I want to know about the paint on this box.
Well, I'm sure I don't know anything about that.
Some people just have a natural gift for lying. Adrian's not one of them. Miss Andrews, about the paint that's all over the wall.
Oh, look at that. It looks like the paint all right. Isn't that funny? I never noticed that before. That has to be the most pathetic acting I've ever seen in my life.
Uh-oh, I better do something to calm them down, and fast. Alright. About this Magatama.
Take that!
The Sacred Urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Right, we saw this already. Why, yes. The professionals at Crane Village confirmed that it's a genuine article.
Take that!
Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to Crane Village and had it examined.
Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how...
What she discovered was that the urn had been broken. Again.
Did you say... again?
Yes, it was broken once a year ago. And now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too.
Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know?
It's one of these two. The box clearly fell into some paint.
Take that!
What? Oh no! Oh no, wait! I'm such an idiot! The urn currently says Amy, but the advertisement shows that it says I am. God damn it.
Take that!
This poster, it was made recently, right?
Poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit.
At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed.
Ah! I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken.
That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth.
Oh, wait.
For...
Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Yes, that's it. I must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened.
Looks like she's not going to give up that last Cyclocky so easily. Do you have any proof that the urn was broken here at Lordly Taylor? Yes.
Take that!
Well, Miss Andrews?
What is this supposed to mean?
This urn has these pretty little pink paint splotches on it. And there's some on the box the urn was stored in, too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be exactly the same, wouldn't you say?
So? What does that prove?
That the urn was dropped along with the box. That's when they both got paint on them. Are you with me so far?
Yes?
The rest of the story is obvious. This box was dropped right here in Lorelei Taylor's basement warehouse. If you can prove that, it means that the urn was broken here, too.
So, can you prove that?
Can you prove that box was dropped here in the basement warehouse? Yes.
Take that!
I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yes, more or less.
There's pink paint splattered on the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. But there's an odd shape imprinted into a part of the paint stain, am I right?
Yes.
If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken.
Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright.
Yay, full heal. Now come clean.
I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn.
Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher.
I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearlie? No, not at all. I know just how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. But when I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance, the box I was carrying crashed to the ground.
Crash.
I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock. Let out a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands.
Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Karain Village. So I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Amy? I didn't know when it was how it was originally written. But any sane person fixing it could have assumed it said Amy.
Oh, Pearls. Oh, Wow. She said she wasn't very good at spelling.
Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it.
Ah, that answers that mystery. The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen.
But, Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here.
Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall.
I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews?
Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well then, who was it? Who would have done it and why?
On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day, it was moved. But why? Looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Well, why? Why do you think so, Nick?
Because that night, the real thief, Ron DeLight, was at KB Security. So then why did another Masty Mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. To be continued. Well...
Hey, Nick.
Alright, I think we need to call it here. So... Let's recount the entire timeline here. So... Ron DeLight was the original Masty Mask. He stole the brooch of Emanon or whatever. Or the tear of Emanon, that's right. And then Luke Atney was immediately on the case. And Luke stole the costume from the trash and brought it home with him. And apparently it's that costume, apparently later, Luke Atney would wear that original costume in the heist. Because Luke was actually just a detective the entire time. Just a detective to be desperate for fame. So, it just so happened, in the case of the urn, he fabricated it. He was a copycat. He would catch himself and return the evidence. And, yeah, it was just a ploy for fame. That's it. And so, meanwhile, Ron DeLight, the real Masky Mask, in quite a twist, he was blackmailed by Kane Bullard, who apparently knew that Ron was the real Masky Mask. And then, well, apparently Ron was there that night and killed Kane Bullard. Well, I say that, but we're about to defend him in court to prove that he didn't kill Kane Bullard. So, gosh... I don't know, through all this, I still think Desiree DeLight is suspect number one. The Kane Bullard's blackmail letter threatened to steal back the red jewel if the payment was not completed. And Desiree, well, it's obvious her favorite color is red. She wears red, she has a red bike, it's clear to see. I don't know. Either way, we learned quite a lot of interesting information. I suppose this trial today will somehow be very heavy leaning on the sacred urn and the paint marks. But there are so many big empty gaps that I just don't know about. This case can only be solved through a lot of testifying and cross-examinations. So, this has been Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. I'm Zephyr the Jester. I thank you for watching, and hopefully I will catch you next time. So until then, please take care.